Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This is your SmackDown video spoiler for this week, as well as your WWE main event. Happy birthday goes to TNA Tag Team Champion, former TNA Tag Team Champion Kazarian, four-time WCW Cruiserweight Champion Dean Malenko. Well, Kazarian turned 38, Dean Malenko turned 55, and five-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion Kensuke Sasaki turned 49. Also would have been the birthday of Tiger Conway Sr. Would have been 83. This week's advertised episode of WWE Main Event and SmackDown. Top advertised match was Tag Team Champions Primetime Players and Mark Henry versus New Day in six-man tag action. Former WWE and WCW wrestler Bill Goldberg will appear in an upcoming film, Checkpoint. The film is slated to be released this fall. Goldberg joins William Forsythe and Randy Couture's girlfriend, Mindy Robinson, in the film. And here's a video link for Stone Cold's as he's cutting a promo on Arnold Schwarzenegger's inclusion into the wwe2k16 video game. The transcript of what he says is, you always say in your little movies, "I'll be back." That sounds all fine and dandy when you say it on the movie set, Austin said. But when you step into a video game with Stone Cold, with Steve Austin, you're going to get your ass whipped, quote unquote. I'm going to light your ass up with the Stone Cold Stunner, drop you on that stack of dimes you call a neck. And that's the bottom line, Arnold. Hasta la vista, baby. WWE revealed on tonight's episode of Tough Enough that United States Champion John Cena will be appearing on next week's episode of Tough Enough. Speaking of Tough Enough, Chelsea was eliminated this week. IGN has released new details about the upcoming 2K16 video game. 2K Sports had the following fact sheet for the upcoming 2K16, and it comes out on October 27th in North America, October 30th internationally. Largest roster ever, offering more than 120 unique playable characters, including cover superstar Stone Cold Steve Austin alongside Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, Dean Ambrose, Barrett Barrett, Paige, Finn Balor from NXT, and 2K16 includes the largest roster in WWE Games history. The roster contains an unprecedented combination of current WWE stars and divas, emerging NXT talent, WWE Hall of Famers, and WWE alumni from multiple eras. Arnold Schwarzenegger as Terminator, several different characters. Fans who pre-ordered the 2K16 video game at any participating retailer will receive two exclusive playable versions of Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator, T-800 from Terminator and T-800 from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. 2K Showcase, a franchise popular story-based mode, returns in 2K16, enabling players to relive iconic matches and moments in WWE history. Along the way, they will complete objectives to unlock the legendary characters, entrants, and ring gear, match types, and unlockables. My Career Mode, the franchise career-driven mode, now in its second year, will see players define their legacies by making critical choices while rising through the ranks from NXT to WWE to earn a spot in the WWE Hall of Fame. In addition, they will train, compete against others, conduct personality-driven interviews, interfere with rivals and or from Ultimate Tag Teams. Creation Suite, building on last year's foundation, 2K16's Creation Suite deepens the player's arsenal with new feature options, including a Create a Diva, Create a Championship, Create an Arena, and Create a Show. Key improvements have also been made to existing fan favorite offerings, including a Create a Superstar, Create an Entrance, Superstar Studio, and Community Creations. WWE Universe, the 2K16 makes core improvements to stories, rivals, and match card selections. In addition, for the first time, superstars can be assigned to multiple shows, enabling players to have a broader experience. Online capabilities completely overhauled based on fan feedback. 2K16 will provide users with multiple ways to play online with the WWE Games community, including an improved matchmaking system. Soundtrack. Players can customize their in-game music through the addition of superstar entrance music to the 2K16 jukebox. Additional in-game music will be announced later this year. Gameplay improvements in the 2K16 will build upon last year's foundation, including key enhancements and innovations based on critical and consumer feedback to deliver the strongest WWE gameplay experience to date. Improved controls and move library were overhauled to cleanly separate strikes from grapples. This change provides players with more control over the exact type of attacks that they want to initiate in every situation. 2K16 also includes new attack positions, such as seated, to increase options for how players attack while experiencing great improved attacks outside the ring near barricades. Opponents will now react more accurately to their environment. New reversal system. The reversal system has been reworked to improve the overall flow of the match and also create a new level of strategy during the matches. Each superstar has a limited number of reversals he or she can perform that recharge over time, meaning players might not want to simply try and reverse every attack. In addition, 2K16 introduces major and minor reversals for select moves. Minor reversals are easier to perform and only require a single reversal stock. Major reversals are more challenging to perform, however, they yield a much greater reward than damage. Successful major reversals weaken the opponent in various ways and provide a new way to swing the momentum of the match in one's favor. New pinning system. The new pin system starts with an entirely new pin minigame and offers a variety of new pin variations and reactions. If the opponent kicks out, a superstar may react to the near pinfall and gesture to the referee in frustration. In addition, 2K15 introduces dirty pins and rope breaks. Dirty pins allows players to use the ropes to their advantage and try to pin their opponent. There is a chance that the referee may see this and call off the pin attempt. Rope breaks are another way to get out of a pin attempt, but rely on the referee seeing that the player grabbed the ropes. In line with WWE live events and programming, there is no guarantee what the referee is going to see during a match. Chain wrestling. New positions and attributes allow players to distinguish superstars from one another. There can also be ties during a lockup. During the tie, there can be a clean break from the tie-up or a cheap shot from either player or the opponent. Working holds are new for the wwe2k16 and provide players with a way to regain stamina while depleting their opponent's stamina. Just like on the WWE programming, working holds provide a way to collect oneself in the middle or late part of the match and prepare for the next plan of attack. Improved AI. wwe2k16 sees big improvements to the AI for superstars, referees, and managers. For example, managers can now engage during matches by either trying to distract the referee or get his distraction to help out in the match. In addition, significant changes are included for match-specific AI, including tag team matches. More match types have been added for 2K16, including ladder, handicap, and tornado tag matches. Dynamic entrances with the improved presentation flow for matches. Players are now able to take control of their superstars during the entrances and have the option to attack their opponents before the match even starts. Why wait for the bell? In 2K16, players can decide when they are ready for action. Additional improvements, 2K16 also includes an improved submission system and a vast number of new moves to create an even more engaging gameplay experience. Overall enhancements, 2K16 improves upon authenticity across the board, including new commentary team. For the first time, a three-man team is now part of the franchise, with JBL, new to the 2K16 joining commentators, Michael Coleslaw and Jerry the King Lawler. Thousands of new lines were recorded, primarily in side-by-side studio sessions, ensuring authentic interactions among the trio. Visual upgrades. This year's title features several thousand new animations. WWE Superstar and Diva entrances are also being updated, including implementation of a full-clothed physics system, enabling attire to appear and respond as realistically as possible, improved crowd variety, as well as more realistic sweat, better hair, and hair physics round out the visual enhancements. Broadcast presentation. Gone are loading screens between entrance and the start of matches. Instead, the camera pans the arena and over to the commentary team for thoughts on the upcoming match. Significant improvements were also made to overall match presentation on flow, including new crowd members. John Cena is advertised to make WWE TV return on next week's Tough Enough episode. The implication is that John Cena will not return to TV next Monday on Raw, that he will leave one more Raw episode on August 17th for Cena to appear before SummerSlam. Regarding Tough Enough, WWE decided to save Cena for the 8th week of the season after featuring various mid-card stars in past episodes. WWE is looking to boost Tough Enough's TV viewership after struggling to retain the audience at the midway point of the season. Since Patrick was eliminated, they've lost some viewers. Finn Balor entrance on the back to the video game, the 2K16. I'll post that link there for that on IGN.com. Okay. Also, Seth Rollins' link will be there as well. Ronda Rousey's next film role will be a familiar one. According to a report from Variety, Paramount Pictures has landed the rights to Rousey's autobiography, My Fight, Your Fight. And Rousey herself will star in the film adaptation. The film will be produced by Mary Parent along with Rousey, while Mark Bombach, whose writing credits include Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Live Free or Die Hard, and Unstoppable, will executive produce in addition to adapting the autobiography for the screen. Pennick's analysis of that movie, the subjects of biopics aren't often utilized as a star in their own films, but it'd be hard for any other actress to bring Rousey's story to life on the screen. It's a highly intriguing story, and though it's far too early to know how well it'll get put together, Rousey's story has some people with at least a solid track record behind them. August 3rd update on that. A deal has been reached nearly 2 weeks after production workers went on strike on the next episodes for Stone Cold's Broken Skull Challenge on CMT. The production company, 51 Minds Entertainment, has agreed to a health and pension benefits package with the workers. It is the latest TV strike involving the new genre of unscripted TV. And you can find more info at deadline.com. More info since July 22nd report. The production crew for Stone Cold Steve Austin's Broken Skull Challenge, CMT, walked off the job on that particular Wednesday, as reported on Deadline.com. The issue was a contract dispute with the show's production company, 51 Minds Entertainment. According to the report, crew members are seeking health and pension benefits and other measures of a union contract. Stone Cold is currently filming the third season of the CMT show. It remains to be seen how long the strike lasts. Chelsea, who was eliminated from WWE Tough Enough on Tuesday night, spoke with Christian Rosenberg after Buzz TV. The full audio is on that thing, and she commented on the highlights as she commented on her elimination. When I woke up this morning, I think I had sunk in a little bit more. Of course, I'm upset, but I feel better than I did last night. I'm just going to keep training, get back in the ring, and I'm just using this as a stepping stone to improve and better myself. Comments on dealing with the ankle injury. I was put into this competition late, and I didn't even have time to take a month off. So I knew I just had to tape it up, put a brace on it, and get back out there and do as much as I could and do it to the best of my abilities, and I think I did pretty well. Comments on a relationship with Tanner. We were having a good time. We were stuck in the barracks. We just needed to have a good time. Sometimes I had good times with Tanner. Sometimes I had better times with the girls. And you saw in the hot tub, we were just having great fun. And at WWE Tough Enough, this week's Tough Enough special guest to help judge the competition, your WWE NXT superstars will be involved. And I'll be posting some pictures of that at the end of the video. And the advertised dark match before main event tapings in Sacramento, which is where SmackDown was taping, saw Los Matadors defeat Heath Slater and Brad Maddox. This is report number 1. And that was that news was thanks to Miles Allen for the main event spoiler before the crowd from Sacramento, California. Big Show come out for a promo on Ryback, but Jack Swagger interrupted him, and we get a match. Big Show defeated Jack Swagger in a lengthy match. Lucha Dragons defeated the Ascension. Report number 2. Big Show came out and cut a promo on Ryback. Jack Swagger wound up coming out as a babyface and blasted him, leading into a match between the two. Big Show then defeated Jack Swagger, and the match was given quite a bit of time. And not much more. The Lucha Dragons defeated the Ascension with a sloppy match. Third report. Thanks to ProWrestling.net fan Mike Tavares from Sacramento, WrestleMania 31 highlights were shown to push the network. The Rock and Ronda Rousey got the loudest pops. Main event spoiler results. Los Matadors defeated Heath Slater and Brad Maddox. Maddox was pinned. Big Show talks about his 2 goals: be the best big man and make as much money. He discussed Ryback and his injury. Jack Swagger then entered for their match. Big Show pinned Jack Swagger with a KO punch. Last rights from this past Monday's Raw was shown. Footage of Paul Heyman with Brock Lesnar. Last rights with RITES. And then your main event for the main event. Lucha Dragons defeated the Ascension by pinfall with a dive from the top rope. First report for SmackDown spoilers, thanks to Zelos. And he reports that SmackDown opened up with Roddy Piper tribute. Roman Reigns versus Rusev was announced for your main event. And Reigns kicked off SmackDown in the ring with a promo on Bray Wyatt. Rusev interrupted and warned Reigns about their match later in the evening. Mark Henry and the Primetime Players defeated the New Day in a 6-man action. Charlotte versus Naomi was restarted as a tag team match due to interference. Sasha Banks and Naomi defeated Charlotte and Becky Lynch. Stardust defeated Zack Ryder. Roman Reigns defeated Rusev in the main event. Second report. Thanks to Ryan Clark, who passed on the following news. WWE taped this week's SmackDown from Sacramento, California. And the following spoilers. This week's show, much like Monday's Raw, kicked off with a touching tribute to the late Hall of Famer, Roddy Piper. Roman Reigns kicked off the show by coming to the ring for a promo segment. Reigns talked about Bray Wyatt and some other things that have been going on between them lately. Rusev ended up coming out warning Reigns, who he will be facing later on in the evening. He warned him about their match. Mark Henry and the Primetime Players defeated the New Day in six-man action. And this was the match that was announced on Raw. And the crowd seemed into booing the New Day throughout the entire match. In the end, Henry and the tag team champs picked up the W. Sasha Banks and Naomi defeated Charlotte and Becky Lynch in Divas tag team action as the Diva Revolution continued on SmackDown. This match actually started off as a one-on-one Divas match between Charlotte and Naomi, but due to interference, was turned into a tag team contest, which the two Team Bad members won. So it's a little bit different from the other one. It's more detailed. That's why I get multiple reports. Okay. This one did not give your main event. As Stardust defeated Zack Ryder in one-on-one competition, the crowd was well into Ryder, even though he's a New York guy. And they are in California. In the end, Stardust picked up the win with his finisher. And there was no report of the main event between Roman Reigns and Rusev. Report number 3. Thanks to Mike Tavares, ProWrestling.net fan. SmackDown started off with a Roddy Piper tribute video. Roman Reigns started off the show. He will face Rusev later. He made a family versus family challenge of himself and Dean Ambrose against Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper at SummerSlam. So there's your match set for SummerSlam. Another different report from the previous 2. Alright, first match was Mark Henry and the Tag Team Champions, Primetime Players, who beat New Day in six-man tag action. Henry, who got squashed by Rusev on Raw, scored the pinfall on Kofi with the World's Strongest Slam. Backstage segment with New Day complaining about Mark Henry in an interview. And Charlotte with Becky Lynch beat Naomi by disqualification. Then the match was restarted as a tag team match due to Sasha Banks interfering when Charlotte had the figure 8 applied. And then Sasha Banks and Naomi defeated Charlotte and Becky when Naomi pinned Charlotte with a small package. Match number 3, Stardust defeated Zack Ryder by pinfall. Stardust got on the mic to discuss Stephen Amell on Raw for next week. They aired Paul Heyman's Last Rites promo from Raw. Big Show said that in a backstage interview that he will face Intercontinental Champion Ryback and The Miz for the Intercontinental title. Match number 4, Roman Reigns defeated Rusev with Summer Rae. Latta came out to ringside to stop Summer from interfering. Reigns then pinned Rusev, who squashed Mark Henry on Raw with a spear. Bray Wyatt accepted Reigns' challenge of Bray and Luke Harper versus Reigns and Dean Ambrose at SummerSlam. There was a dark match of Wyatt versus Reigns, but it wasn't really a match, as there was no referee or result. They just beat each other down with a kendo stick, and Reigns got the best of Bray to send the crowd home happy. Then to close out the taping, Reigns thanked Sacramento fans and said he can't wait to return. And WWE had access to about half of the roster, with the other half heading to Australia for a 3-show tour this weekend. Okay. And there was a report that Roman Reigns defeated Rusev in the main event. The match was given a decent amount of time. So I guess we'll just have to wait for SmackDown to see how long it actually happened. Since there's only 4 matches, probably about 30, I guess about 25 minutes. Well, that's going to conclude my SmackDown and main event spoilers for this week of August the 6th for SmackDown. Thanks again. Peace out. See you where I want to be. By the way, if you don't know, you better call me, bro.